When you ask someone for a favour, or when someone offers to help you in some way, and then when they do it badly. It's not a case that they've done it, but they've done it to their standards, which is more than acceptable. It's just not the same standards as your own. It's a case of they've done it and they've done it wrong, and they've done it wrong on purpose. And then when you try to give them any form of constructive feedback, they instantly take this as criticism, play the victim, accuse you of attacking them, claim that they can't do anything right by you. They don't know why they bother doing anything for you. And this is usually when you're dealing with narcissistic individuals who will go all out to feign ignorance, to manipulate situations to their advantage, so that they can avoid taking on responsibility, so that they can avoid accountability, and so that they can control situations and interactions. They can come across as appearing to be genuine, nice, helpful and caring, and say, hey, why don't you head off for that run? I'll take care of the house. Don't worry about a thing. And then you go and you feel all refreshed, and then you walk through the door and it's like a bomb's gone off. And you say anything and they're just, well, I tried my best. I just can't quite do it like you can. Because they've literally sat on their backside and done absolutely nothing, just made a disaster for you. And then they turn around and twist it onto you and say, I thought that was supposed to relax you and calm you down and chill you out. There's not much point in you going running, is there? If you come home in that kind of mood, you're the one that ends up pent up and frustrated and angry. And the second you react, they tell you to calm down, which just automatically escalates the situation, because narcissistic individuals lack the empathy to care about you. Feigned ignorance is when somebody pretends to lack the knowledge or the understanding of a situation to manipulate, avoid responsibility, or gain advantage. And sometimes with a narcissist, when you're sharing your innermost feelings with them, they lack the empathy, so they genuinely lack the understanding. They don't care. They're more interested in themselves and how they can twist things to their advantage. There are lots of different occasions when a narcissistic individual will use feigned ignorance. And one of the first is when they're looking to avoid taking responsibility for their behaviour. When they're confronted with their actions or their mistakes or their toxic behaviour, a narcissist might simply just pretend to not understand what they did wrong, to evade taking any sort of blame. They sort of pretend that they can't see what your issue is. They can't see what your problem is. They'll bring a third person into the conversation and claim that their ex didn't have a problem with this, to make out that there is something wrong with you, to plant those seeds of self-doubt within you. They will go all out to use feigned ignorance to manipulate conversations to their advantage. They can simply act as though they don't understand a point or a question to derail the conversation or to frustrate the other person. We can all have a situation where someone asks us a question and we don't quite get it. So we say, can you repeat that please? So that we can get more clarification on the situation. And narcissists use everyday situations and conversations to manipulate so that you don't recognise their toxic behaviour. Their behaviour appears normal, but their intentions are far from normal. So you can simply ask a narcissist a question and they'll claim to have no clue as to what you're on about and change the topic of conversation on you. Narcissists use feigned ignorance to dodge any form of commitment. Narcissistic individuals are very good at mirroring you to get to know what you would like and then promising you things in the future to butter you up and get their needs met in the present. And once their needs have been met, they're not interested in that promise they once made to you. They've got their needs met by you. And then they simply pretend to forget or be unaware of any commitment they once made, any promise they, did I really say that? I don't think I said that. I think you might have taken that out of context. Or they twist it and claim that, well, you're the one that forgot to remind them. Yet if you remind them, they accuse you of treating them like a child who they don't need reminders. They're looking to avoid any commitment, any promise they made by pretending that they didn't make it, by gaslighting your reality. They feign ignorance to minimise other people's feelings, and they often lack the empathy, so they don't care about other people's feelings. They will go all out to hurt someone, and then they will feign ignorance about how it was their behaviour that hurt that person. They'll claim, they'll act like, oh, what's wrong with you? What's your problem? Who's upset you? Me, can't be me. I've not done anything wrong. Was it your mother? You saw her the other day. What did she do? Was it your sibling? Was it your friend? It's never them. It's always to them. It's always somebody else. They will go all out to invalidate your personal feelings so that they can avoid dealing with the issue. They will go all out to provoke trust issues within you and then accuse you of having those trust issues. And as you have those trust issues that they've provoked within you, you question and doubt yourself and not their behaviour. They'll go all out to provoke jealousy within you and then accuse you of being jealous. They'll go all out to get you to defend yourself to them, and then they'll accuse you of being difficult or demanding or selfish. So you're constantly questioning who you are and not who they are. Narcissists will use feigned ignorance to gain sympathy. They can quite easily pretend. Now, when we're doing anything new, we're all capable of not knowing how to do it. We're all capable of having a go and doing it badly and then learning as we go. And yes, sometimes fear can stop us from doing something new. It can hold us back, but it usually holds us back, not everybody else. With a narcissist, they progress and they hold everybody else back. So a narcissist can simply act as if they don't know how to do something to get somebody else to do it for them, to receive that attention, to receive that help or that sympathy from others. And we might all, such as changing a flat tyre, usually you've got the electrics to get the nuts off the wheel and put the other one on. Therefore, when you're just getting what sort of comes with the vehicle, you might not have the power because it's been put on with the correct tools, with the power tools. And then you usually ask somebody for help and often pay for their services. A narcissistic person will use dry begging to ask for help, so they indirectly ask for the help. And then if you ever dare to bring it up, they'll just claim that they never asked you to. You're the one that's offered. They're some of the most frustrating people you could ever be around. Narcissists use feigned ignorance to test your boundaries by pretending to not know social norms or boundaries. Narcissists can push limits and see how much they can get away with while maintaining plausible deniability. And in many cases, it depends on the narcissist you're dealing with. In many cases, they just feel entitled to have what they want. They don't understand your boundaries. They lack the empathy to care. They lack the respect. They just believe you've got an issue with them and it's your fault, not theirs. Narcissists will use feigned ignorance to hide their manipulative intentions. When their manipulative tactics are exposed, narcissistic individuals will feign ignorance about their actions or their intentions to maintain a facade that they're perfect and to avoid any kind of responsibility, avoid any consequences for their actions. Feigning ignorance allows a narcissist to manipulate people and situations subtly, covertly, to their advantage, maintaining control and avoiding accountability. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have some limited one-to-one slots available. I do also have several books out on Amazon. 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People if you cannot go no contact, which is this one. How to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries. A Narcissist Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, which is a full guide on the criterias and the behaviours, and then a few ideas on helping with recovery from narcissistic and emotional abuse. And the new book, which people have been asking for, which is the hilarious and horrifying Narcissistic Memes and Their Meanings, which is out now and available on Amazon in ebook, paperback and hardback. And there's currently a special offer on for those who are happy to leave a 5-star review. Then please send me a message, because the Break Free from Narcissistic and Emotional Abuse online course is absolutely free. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.